Welcome to level 857. We got an official My Take review for Hyperlight Drifter. Yours truly, Turbo 857. Just beating the game after I think about maybe 6 videos we did for this.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Good. Yeah, 6 videos. How many hours would you say that this game took us to complete? Maybe a good 8, 10?
Little under 10.
A little under
I'd
10
probably
hours,
say.
something like that, right? And what would you think of it? What are your thoughts? How do you
I am extremely impressed with it.
Yeah.
For a game that has no text,
Yeah.
just finding stuff and how the game works, like the currency, how to buy techniques, which is very deep. You could buy tons of sword techniques, tons of gun. You can get guns, get ammo. It's a really artistic game. Hard bosses.
Yeah, it's a good difficulty though.
But it's like an old school. It's like an old school feel to it, where you have to figure out what the boss does and kind of just adjust to how he fights and then kill his ass.
Yeah, this is not like one of those hand-holding games where it's just like they make it ultra easy for you. You know, it's like you really have to. Even the easier bosses, you still gotta learn them and kind of like observe their pattern. They're totally old school style, you know. And
even the henchmen, if you are playing lazy, you'll get shot up on some bullshit.
Yeah, you'll get shot up on some.
They give you the right amount of healing though.
Yep. They even trying to reflect the bullets back. You still gotta watch it. You still gotta watch out for everything, man. It's not easy. It's like the game. It's like it's like a survival. You know, you're trying to survival every time you go into a stage. You go down under the ground. You know, you go to a boss, it's like you gotta watch your back.
It reminds me of a little bit of Wizards of Legend in terms of
the dashing.
How fast you have to pay attention to henchmen as well as you gotta pay attention to bosses.
It does remind me a lot of Wizards of Legends. They say it was inspired by Diablo, inspired by A Link to the Past, Zelda: A Link to the Past. But I definitely see some Wizards of Legends in there, man.
Yeah,
I really do.
No, it's one of those games that I compare it to Cuphead and Wizards of Legend because it trains you to play good.
Yeah.
If you're not really good at games, and you're just like, let me pick this up, don't pick it up, because you're not gonna do well. You're gonna hate it. Yeah. The bosses will train you to learn how they adapt to their patterns and how to use your techniques properly. Yeah. With only 4 or 5 energy boxes, you know.
That's true, and they really do come in handy during the bosses too. Those techniques. I like that dash one, like the dash and slash move.
Yeah, it's
the charge moves and stuff. It's really
it's the right type of techniques for the game. Yeah. You know, and you could, depending on how you play, you could pick up a certain technique before the other ones. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you're more of a shooter rather than a slasher, then you could kind of build up your gun if you want.
What technique should we have gotten before we fought the Hangman?
Everything. We should have had every single technique in the game before fighting that asshole. But he's probably one of the most disturbing bosses I've fought in a long time.
Yeah, it was pretty.
But he trained you for the game. Yeah. He trained you for the game, even though he shouldn't have been the first boss.
But we could have walked left, right. I think everywhere except for the southern region. Yeah. We could have walked to. I think west, east, and north. We probably should have went north, then east, then west. He should have been like the third boss.
Right? Yeah, he's an asshole.
After we had a couple of so that's a tip for us right there. Don't go for the Hangman first. Don't go in the western region if you first play this game like we did.
But we're seasoned. We're seasoned veterans, so we could do stuff like that.
That's true. Even when the odds were stacked against us, we still found a way to come forward. We were not giving up.
No,
we're not going to give up.
I don't give up
see
in
this
games.
Game through, man.
It's a mess. I think it's a work of art, and that's why I wanted to keep playing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very artistic, styled game, and it's
another example of these indies, man, knocking it out of the park. You know, and as far as they're really holding the Switch down. It's not even the thing that makes the Switch. It's not even the AAA games and Nintendo offerings. It's the indies.
Yeah, indies.
You know, I definitely see that with with the Overcooks, the Catastronauts, the Hyperlight Drifters. It's like these games, they're really blowing it out of the park right now. You know, they really are, and it's a pleasure to play a game like this. So, Heart Machine, great job, especially after the story. I found out how the main character was inspired by what the developer was going through. We recommend this game to, especially it's 2-player. You know, that was patched in later. We thoroughly enjoyed it. So even if a single-player game, pick this up. You like Legend of Zelda, Diablo, pick this up. 2-player adventure. If you ever pictured Zelda: Link to the Past, 2 players, this kind of gives you a little bit of a feel of what that's like. So.
And the music's underrated.
Yeah, it's
slow, but it's like a lot of stuff going on with it.
Yeah, Yeah.
I call it emotional type music. Like it gets you feeling a certain way about what you're doing in the game.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
It gives it a serious tone.
No,
it definitely
does,
gives it gives the game a serious tone. You know, to go along with its aesthetic and everything. You know, so we thoroughly enjoy this game here at Level 857 and encourage you guys all to play it if you haven't already.
2 thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Let me get my thumb in the camera. There we go.
And that is our collective My Take. Let us know what your take is in the comments below. Be sure to check out the channel live on YouTube. Live on Twitch, also on YouTube every day, 12 o'clock p.m. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media, including these channels, if you want to see more videos like this. And if you are checking us out on YouTube, we're going to see you guys again real soon, around 12 o'clock noon.